A melting pot of sounds from an up-and-coming producer, beatmaker and singer-songwriter. You're watching Encore, and that's what's coming up on today's music show.
They say we're two and one. Grandmother, you kissed your living.
New Zealander Cameroonian musician Estère combines a dash of indie soul with poetic pop, finished off with R&B leanings, but at the heart of the mystical sonic landscape she creates are the beats. It's a unique style she calls electric blue witch hop. Fresh from appearing at the Afropunk Paris festival, Estère joins me in the studio today. Estère, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Electric blue witch hop. There's a lot going on in that description. What do all those terms refer to exactly?
That's a good question. Well, I wanted to create kind of a name for a genre that I thought accurately described the mix of influences I have. So electric is like the electronic part of the music, and the blue is what I imagine the colour of the music to be, and the witch is about the magic of music generally, that mystical, almost otherworldly element that music brings, and hop is about the kind of heavy beats and bass lines that I like to put in my production.
So as you said, your sound is quite eclectic, but there's a real sort of foundation in the rich layered production. How important is it for you to sort of maintain control of that aspect as well?
Well, for me, that's like fundamental in the music aesthetic that I have is the production, and so being able to do it myself is really important to me as an artist, because it's a big part of how my music sounds. That being said, I do like to learn and watch other producers, because that's how, you know, you kind of come forward in an art
as
form.
an artist.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Well, let's take a look at your recent single, Rent. So Estère, you were saying that the beats and the production are really fundamental to your sound, to your music. You've described yourself as a sound nerd. In fact, you once gave a TED talk called Girls in the Beat World. You experiment with organic sound samples and sound textures. How did you first embark on the path of beat making?
So I had a friend who bought an MPC, which is what I use primarily. It stands for Music Production Centre, and it's a 16-pad sampler, and he was making really cool beats on it, and I was like, I really want to do that.
I need to do that.
I need to do that, but it seemed so, I just had no idea where to start. It seemed really overwhelming, and when you don't understand like how that kind of world operates, it's hard to imagine doing it. So I took a course at university just for a semester called Sonic Arts, and that just kind of taught me fundamentals in terms of like mixing, engineering, and also programming with software, and it just gave me that confidence. And after that I got an MPC and never stopped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't look back. Now, your songs, for the most part, aren't written about personal experiences, but are stories told through the eyes of different characters. Do you want your songs to evolve into sort of more personal stories as you grow as an artist?
I think like...
Or do you like to keep that sort of distance?
That distance. Yeah. The songs that I write, they are reflective of me as a person, but they enable me to kind of explore narratives that I otherwise wouldn't maybe have experienced myself. And I'm really interested in the kind of random things about the world, or things that might not be like the main narrative in my life, like let's say my love relationships, or like I like looking at random things. Like it could be, I don't know, about the space of this room, or like the colours that.
So you could write a song about the space of this room, or the.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I think anyone can write a song about anything, and that song can be good if you can somehow relate it back to important themes. And so that's kind of my take on songwriting, and that's why I suppose for this last album, I've been exploring just using different narratives to kind of come back to important themes to me personally.
Okay, well, your mother is New Zealander, your father is Cameroonian, and you've said you're the child of a global culture clash.
Yeah.
You wrote a song in French to honour your father's native language,
Yeah.
French, right? So, what did you enjoy about that experience, and sort of expressing yourself in a language that isn't your own?
I think French is a really nice language to write in. It seems like lots of words naturally rhyme, or they naturally kind of sync up with each other. And so even though my French is limited, like...
Your French is good. I heard you speaking the other day.
It was... Yeah, it's a really nice language to write in. I really enjoyed writing that song. Yeah.
Were there challenges when it came to expressing yourself in French?
Yes, yeah. My French isn't perfectly fluent. Like, I still can't exactly always convey what I'm trying to say. But I had help with writing L'Oiseau dans l'étoile from my French compatriots.
Yes, yes. And you performed at Afropunk Paris over the weekend. It was your first Afropunk festival, I believe. How was the experience?
I loved it. I loved Afropunk. It was amazing. Just to see all the people there, feel the sense of community and connection, and like there was a real kind of undercurrent of just like joy. People just like, having a great time. So I loved it.
Did have a great time.
Yeah.
Well, Afropunk is an eclectic showcase of black underground subcultures, a global movement that brings together musicians, artists and trendsetters, celebrating black excellence in all its forms. With festivals in London, Brooklyn, Atlanta and Johannesburg, the Paris event returned for another 2-day edition over the weekend, featuring headliners such as SZA and Maxwell, but also up-and-comers like Mahalia and Eka Vandal, just to name a few. Here's what went down when I went to check it out.
Welcome to Afropunk!
Afropunk is creativity.
It means freedom to be how you are, to come how you are, and to see others and appreciate them as they are.
It means this royal majesty, this love for your roots.
Freedom, empowerment, fierceness and fearlessness, the cornerstones of the Afropunk movement. An annual festival, this is the 4th edition to land in Paris, celebrates and connects the global African diaspora. Speaking loud and proud through music, fashion and multicultural art. From new soul and punk rock to Afrobeats and futuristic funk, the festival never fails to serve up a musical smorgasbord. A chance to see chart-topping headliners, but also support emerging talents on the brink of fame.
Afropunk's so important because it provides a place for people to come together, to remind themselves that they belong somewhere, that they can actually use their voice, that they can be exactly who they are without any question. It means an authentic sense of self, like an unwavering sense of who you are and your identity.
It's not even about entertainment at all in the first place. It's about making everybody aware that, hey, we're on this together, we're in this world together, we are one, you know. So we use the stage as kind of like a church, or even like open therapy session. Yeah. So all the punks are gonna go to therapy tonight.
Afropunk without a colourful parade of stylish, eye-catching outfits. festival goers really daring to push the boundaries. It's a veritable fashion kaleidoscope and a feast for the eyes.
The theme is Afro, so a dress made of African wax fabric is ideal.
The vibe that we're going for is mermaid.
The festival was founded in 2005 and has since expanded globally. But whether in Brooklyn, London or Johannesburg, the Afropunk mantra remains the same, with inclusiveness the beating heart of the movement. Well, it was a lot of fun. Estère, you're going to close out the show today with an a cappella rendition of your song Grandmother. Thank you so much for being on the show. Remember, Estère's debut album, My Design on Others' Lives, is out now. Catch up with past music shows on our website and stay in touch on social media. Keep it right here on France 24. Take it away.
Thank you. Grandmother, yeah, don't leave before the light comes. Grandmother, yeah, I have been waiting. Grandmother, yeah, your body calm and tender. Grandmother, yeah, couldn't I just have you for a day? I will always know where to find you amongst the stars and under my feet, yeah. And when you glow early morning,